Sometimes you stumble into something that looks basic but ends up outperforming everything the community's hyped up. This was one of those. It reminded me of those reliable crypto moves from a few years back that still work now. If you're trying to see how I made it work, hang tight. I'll break it all down for you. When I got into crypto, I didn't have a clue. I went after coins with sick logos and big hype. That was my entire game plan. For a bit, it looked like I was making progress, until the charts tanked and reality hit. I'd open my wallet and just shake my head. Eventually, I found this low-effort looking method that almost seemed like a joke. But when I stuck with it every day, things started changing. No signals, no hype coins, just a rinse and repeat system. I followed it without skipping a beat. The outcome? Insane. I flipped red days into steady 3x returns. I'll walk you through how I did it. But before we hit the step-by-step part, I want to quickly flag something most people miss. You're probably pumped to get going. I definitely was when I started. But taking a second to look at this could keep you from running into issues down the line. Pump Fund gives off this super user-friendly vibe, like it was made for folks who've never done this before. That's why a lot of people jump in. But once you start moving through it, things get a bit more layered. If you're not expecting that, it can be a curveball. Let's clear it up now so you're good to go. Go ahead and launch Photon, then activate the Pump Fund filter. Instantly, you'll see a wave of new tokens popping up non-stop. It's kind of like jumping into a high-speed freeway with no brakes. Still, you've got to stay grounded. With how simple it is to create tokens now, tons are dropping every second. And the reality is, most crash and disappear before they even get traction. Now flip your filter over to Raydium. Right away, the token feed updates and everything feels way more put together. The layout's sharper, and the projects showing up look way more serious. This is the zone where real builders and solid coins show up. You'll notice steady liquidity, good volume, and market cap that aren't all over the place. I'll walk you through what to do next so you don't miss a beat. When I first thought about making a token, I figured it was only for people who lived and breathed code or knew blockchain inside and out. I pictured long nights learning dev tools or paying a fat fee to hire someone just to do it for me. Honestly, it felt way above my skill level. Then I ran into MoonTool, and everything flipped. It's literally built for folks who are brand new. People like me who are into crypto, but not exactly tech geniuses. No coding, no blockchain background needed. It walks you through with simple menus, basic clicks, and a few short inputs. If you've ever set up a dating profile or ordered pizza online, you'll be fine. I've used it a bunch now, and it's smooth every single time. What's crazy is, I didn't need to message anyone or pay someone on Discord to fix stuff. MoonTool made the whole thing feel possible. And honestly, kind of fun. What seemed impossible now feels like just another part of the process. Alright, the first step in our process is creating the logo. I used Canva because it's super easy and gives off that clean, no-fuss vibe. The inspiration actually came out of nowhere. I was trying to connect my Nintendo account to another platform and the Me Creator icon popped up. It hit me right then. Those little guys are iconic. That's when I decided to center the coin around them. After your image loads, make sure its size is exactly 128 by 128 pixels. If it looks fuzzy or rough around the edges, take a minute to clean it up. You want it to look crisp before moving forward. Once you're happy with how it looks, go ahead and download it so we can move on. Alright, let's get started with the setup. Open up MoonTool and make sure your Phantom wallet is connected. It usually syncs up in just a second. Once you're in the token creator, enter MemeCoin as the full name and me as the symbol. You can add a description if you want, but it's totally fine to leave it blank for now. I'm skipping mine too. Now upload the logo you made in Canva earlier. Double check that everything looks good, and when you're ready, click Next so we can keep going. Don't change the decimals or total supply. They're already set up the right way to keep things running smooth. MoonTool takes care of the verification stuff for you in the background. Once that wraps up, just hit Next, and we'll move on to the following step. Verifying your token costs 0.1 Solana, but it's not required at all. I usually skip that part and keep my Solana for other stuff. Either choice works fine. Just click Next when you're ready to move on. If you've got people watching your content online, adding social links can help draw attention to your token. But don't stress, it's not mandatory. Raydium does the rest for you, so just go ahead and click Skip to continue. It might seem smart to skip the 0.3 Solana fee, but that move could actually hurt your credibility. People notice, and they might walk away. Locking the freeze, mint, and update settings shows you're committed to your token. Without those locked in, it's tough to earn trust. Once that's all set, go ahead and click Launch My Token Now to keep moving with confidence. Take a moment here. Don't just click through too fast. When your wallet pops up asking for approval, go ahead and confirm it right then. A few basic security notifications might show up, but nothing out of the ordinary. Once it wraps up, your token will be fully active on the blockchain. Now let's get your liquidity locked in. Head over to Raydium and start building your liquidity pool from scratch. The layout's super user-friendly. All the tools you need are already laid out clearly. Start by pasting your token's contract address into the user token field. Use Me for the symbol and fill in MemeCoin for the full token name. It's super important to click Add User Token. Without doing that, your coin won't get picked up by Raydium and won't appear properly. Next, it's time to add liquidity. With a total of 1 billion tokens, try dropping in roughly 900 million and pair that with some Solana. That ratio helps make sure trades stay smooth and your token price stays steady as activity grows. Alright, now it's time to pick how much you're putting in. Hit the max button to use all the Solana in your wallet. But before you lock it in, go ahead and take off 0.2 Solana manually. That little bit is what covers future network fees. Once that's set, choose your token's fee rate. I usually roll with 2%, but you can adjust it based on your strategy. That percentage keeps things fair for traders and still gives your token room to grow strong. You're right at the end now. Hit Initialize Liquidity Pool to fire things up. Once your Phantom wallet shows the approval screen, give it the green light. Wait a few seconds while it processes, and there you go. Your token is active and tradable on Solana. No errors, no delays. You've officially pulled off a full launch from zero. Fire up Photon one more time and make sure the Raydium filter is switched on. Once it's active, your token should appear in the list. That's how you'll know the launch went through and your coin is officially tradable. To track your token's performance, jump onto DEXScreener and open up any chart you like. It doesn't really matter which. When it loads, swap out the contract address in the URL for your token's own address, then hit Enter. The chart will update right away with all your token's stats. If that sounds complicated, you can also just search your coin's name in the search bar and select it from the results. Once you check the chart, you'll notice quick spikes and drops happening all the time. That's trading bots at work. They swoop in, take their profits fast, and exit. This kind of action is normal during a token's launch phase and often helps boost its visibility early on. That's why getting in right at launch gives you a serious advantage. That early push helps keep things stable from the jump. You dodge the chaos that comes when the crowd floods in later. Once your investment is in, it starts working for you, and you'll see your profits grow steadily. After that, just relax and watch how it unfolds. So, it's been 22 minutes since we launched the token, and the chart is starting to build out. Market cap and liquidity are holding steady, which is a really good sign. At this point, it's all about keeping your attention on the steps and following through. We're hitting 31 minutes now, and some decent earnings are kicking in. That's keeping volume moving in the right direction. The chart's definitely looking positive so far. Keep your eyes on it. Anything could happen next. We're now 38 minutes in, and several new transactions have rolled in over the last few minutes. The coin's activity is picking up, with healthy numbers showing in both market cap and liquidity. Let's stay patient for just a bit longer. Okay, a bit of time has gone by since the process began, and we've had 2 solid payments hit the token. Volume is sitting strong, market cap is coming in at a good pace, and liquidity's holding firm. The chart is still climbing, which is a nice green flag. All this is a sign that we should withdraw. Let's switch to removing your liquidity and making sure it lands safely in your wallet. I'll take you through the process step by step to keep things simple. First, connect your wallet to Raydium. Just be sure it's the exact same one you used when you launched your token. This step usually takes only a few seconds. Next, head over to the Portfolio tab and switch your display mode to Standard so you can clearly see all your assets in one place. Sometimes your tokens won't appear right away, so if you don't see them immediately, give it about 10 to 15 minutes for the system to update. Once your tokens show up, click the little minus icon beside your liquidity pool to withdraw the entire amount. Double check that Solana is selected as the asset you want to receive back, then click Remove Liquidity and approve the transaction when Phantom pops up. This process should complete quickly and without any hiccups. Once the entire process finishes, you'll get a confirmation message showing everything went smoothly. Then, open your wallet and double-check that your updated balance appears correctly. Everything's working out perfectly. steady profits coming in, and the system holding strong. This method keeps delivering as long as you stay consistent. Since the market is heating up, now's a perfect chance to get involved. Plus, you can run through these steps over and over anytime you want. The process is speeding up. Everything's falling into place. And if you stay consistent, there's lots of room to grow. Just so you're clear, I'm not sponsored by MoonTool, Photon, or Raydium. I'm not earning anything. I'm just sharing what's worked for me. All the details and links you may need are in the description and pinned comment.